Stream broke for me too.
Oh,
I thought it was
okay.
my internet, but it's back.
Oh,
it's back.
Okay, nice.
And it looks like Gyraxo, he came into CAC with 15 skulls, so he's gonna be on 20 after he gets these.
Oh shit, that's a Monk-Eyes.
Can't get that
that's
now.
already
He doesn't have a
Monk-Eyes.
slingshot.
Unless he knows, okay, he's gonna get the one in graveyard.
Yeah, the one in
Yeah, we were
graveyard.
fine, but yeah, that was pretty concerning.
Yeah, Dreads, the stream is
scary.
back now.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Trenter.
You know, I'm like doing all the stuff the whole time. I'm losing my life in World of Warcraft right now, and now I'm getting summoned. What the heck is going on here?
Oh, and we've got Yeet Rock, but he can't check it.
Yep, that's a Yeet for Yeet.
But why is he doing it?
He forgot. It's
Yeah,
really easy to
definitely.
forget you don't have Zia.
We forgot. Oh no,
And
he's
Zia
gonna
is
play-
usually so early to see it.
Yeah, he remembered. Oh, that's gotta feel bad.
Okay, so now he's gonna go Child. I'm guessing he does the same thing Gyraxo just did.
Yeah, he even went there to set time of day.
But the thing is, Devin has skipped so much stuff because he didn't have a bow for an awful lot of time, so he might actually do the well, thinking that he's actually logic.
Yeah.
Because the only things he needs are the lens and hover boots. And considering the amount of stuff he skipped, I guess it's reasonable.
Yeah. Wait, did it?
That's
Okay.
20 scores for Gyraxo.
Yeah.
Gyraxo, where are you going?
He remembered. Did the stream break again for anybody else? Wait, what the heck?
Where's Oh, Gyraxo's
What's he
waiting
doing? He's waiting for
He's
day,
waiting
'cause
for
he's
day.
gonna do. He's committing to chicken.
That's actually a statement.
Now,
Okay.
now I understand why I was summoned.
For the chicken.
Chickens.
Yeah, to tell everyone how chickens is a bad check and will have nothing. Of course.
It probably. I mean, gosh. I feel like he should have checked 20 skulls before doing this at least.
I would as well, but that's fine.
But I mean, Gyraxo's playing safe has paid off the entire race so far, so definitely he's sticking to it.
The thing is he gonna do chickens before checking the skulls? Looks like
What I
he
do
is.
is throw in the first 4 and then go check it because they actually
Alright.
stay in the pen.
Alright, because
But-
they stay. That's right.
But
Can I just
I
get the
figure
one?
he's just gonna do
Just the
all
one,
of
that's
them,
fine.
or even
Well,
just
unless he
this
finds
one.
Rudo's letter. If Rudo's letter is here, I guess you beg. What is on 20 skulls?
Yeah, you
It's
do
nothing.
bail.
Wow, where the hell is Rudo's letter?
So it's chickens or
Chickens, claim, check,
Pigron,
lap
or
line.
we're forgetting something.
I think that's the only things we have left.
And diving in the lab.
If it's diving in the lab, it's a big Monk-Eyes for Devin because he chose to skip.
Yeah.
That would be really, really unfortunate.
But I mean, he will know.
Skipping the diving in the lab is just crazy to me. When he was there, he must have just like not known or like forgot about it. He did have. He definitely had hook. Yeah, he definitely had hook shot at the time.
He had everything.
like-
He just didn't have logic.
Yeah, it's just crazy for me to skip that because it's even like a really fast skull too.
Yeah, but as I said, I think he was just thinking about what he had to do afterwards and just skipped it, like,
Yeah.
involuntarily.
Yeah.
Those are things that happen, especially if you're in a race.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's grand finals match too. These guys definitely have to have some nerves.
One is goes for Devin. Chicken's almost done for Gyraxo.
So we have, I think, a 33% chance that this chickens is necessary.
Alright, Imagine if it's the lens.
Oh no.
Do you go CMG?
I think you do because finding lens here. Actually, no, that doesn't make anything more likely. Actually, I think CMG. Well, you do diving in the lab and. Oh gosh.
It's very tricky. If it's the lens,
Adult, walk to Ganon's castle and make it night, and then go child. Like that's so slow.
true.
He is an early morning.
Lens would be the worst thing to have.
Yeah. Well, the worst thing.
It's not even chickens. What?
Wow.
Why the hell is Rudolph's letter?
I'm surprised.
Actually, just progression. Screw Rudolph's letter. Where's the progression?
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not going to diving in the lab right now.
Well, he can do that as adult as well, so he can go adult now and do both clam check and diving in the lab.
But
Both of them are terrible checks anyway.
But if it's Rudo's right now, then he goes to do Jabu like right then.
Oh, there's also a thing that we didn't mention. Progression could be a slingshot as well to get the iron boots into logic. So water could be a thing as well.
Right.
And water without CL? That's a big monkey. Oh, that's the... Wow! That could be the first slingshot. Which means, what I just said about water is technically... Well, it's technically still possible, but less likely now.
And we got Ice Arrows.
So, like, help me out here. Like, you were saying that chickens had to add something. Why? Like, are we that dire on checks already?
Well, if we're talking just logically, we don't have a lot left.
Just in logic, we have, like, I think just diving in the lab and Big Oron. I'm pretty sure those are the only two things. Because we have Song of Storms and we can do a ton of Song of Storms check, but those aren't.
Storms itself is not in logic. That's the
but storms are not in logic
because we need access to spirit. And it's either behind Rudolph's letter or hover boots plus lens.
Yeah, and even all of the dungeons, we can't logically get into right now. Because water's out of logic, shadow's out of logic, fire's barren, and we can't get into Jabu.
Why is water out of logic? Where were the iron?
Because the iron boots were behind the slingshot.
Yeah, so the iron boots are on Goma, and the only slingshot we've found so far is in bottom of the well, which is out of logic.
Yeah, this scene is pretty much an out of logic scene.
Yeah, Gyraxo doing very well to remember all the logic.
He's reading the logic really well. That's
he is playing very smart right now.
Okay, that's the word for Devin. I didn't know you could do that with the roll. Okay, that's big run check for Gyraxo, which is gonna be... Hey! Finally! I told you that was gonna be a last location thingy.
Yeah. Dang.
Okay, that's a big
logic, and we were silly.
Okay, so that's gonna be a pretty bad thing for Devin.
Yeah.
When does he get Bigora? He still has everything behind the bow in GDG Gyarados Fortress.
Yeah. Devin's gotta find a hammer here. Or lights. Or he is wasting a lot of time in well.
Is that even gonna
he's gonna
save
do
him?
a lot of effects.
Is that even gonna save him? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, Gyraxo seems to have like a pretty dang sizable lead.
Yeah, so at least we know for Devin's sake that what he does is in logic. He just doesn't know it.
There we go.
But how crazy is that? You needed to do DC to get your first hookshot, which gave you the claim check in forest. And you have to go back to Bighorn to get Rudolph's letter. That's a bit awful, isn't it?
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Nobody's doing that fast. And bottom of the well not paying out. That sucks.
Did he do everything here?
I think he
Yeah,
did
he did,
everything
right?
that's not ZL locked, yeah.
That's very unfortunate. All he got was a slingshot, so maybe he's gonna get targeted in the plus on water.
That would be crazy if he got targeted in the woods, seeing as Lost Woods is foolish. But,
Oh right, I forgot. Yeah, so he's gonna go
probably going
for
to Goron
water.
City. Probably Goron City.
The thing is that since he has the slingshot, does he still go for the gamble and go water?
I hope
That would
not.
be a big gamble.
It's not in logic.
Yeah, but as I said, he might think he's in logic because he skipped some stuff.
So not only
I
is
guess-
it not in logic,
Yeah, I guess that's hard to call. That's really
but
hard to call.
also you don't have ZL?
Oh yeah, for water, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think water would be like
that's a pretty
absolutely
mocha, I think.
insane right now.
That's not even a gamble at this point, it's a Pepe gun.
Yeah.
Is he doing frog one? Okay,
Oh
one.
yeah, Frog's one.
What does he do afterwards? He doesn't have much choice, and everything he has left is terrible.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what he's gonna do. He's left behind. Oh, you know what sucks? Evan is 100% gonna go back to GTG and
tuning.
Spirit. He's gonna go back to GTG and Spirit before he gets anywhere near Big Oron, I'm expecting.
I could see GDG, especially since he has Pharaoh's setup there.
Yeah.
Spirit is a pretty monka thing to do right now. You only have 2 checks left in Spirit.
They're out of logic.
And it's
hope
not in
he-
logic. I don't
Yeah.
think he does. GGG I could see it, but
Yeah, I suspect he'll do GTG. Well, like, he'd honestly be kind of crazy not to do GTG before Big Oron. Because Big Oron's just so slow.
you know what, Afterlife? That could still be a thing. But no, Slingshot cannot be way of the hero on Jabu anymore. Because that Ruler's Ladder unlocks you ZL in Temple of Time,
Yeah.
and also the Requiem, which means you have access to Song of Song. But it would have been funny to be...
We're getting diving in the lab
true.
now.
Yeah. Imagine if it's the hammer.
And we're
That's a
also
nice
getting
hammer.
our first checks in Jabu now.
Well, he can fool your Jabu. Unless he finds... No, I think he completely clears Jabu, because he's still missing the light arrow. So what is gonna be the way of the hero here? That is certainly not way of the hero. I'm looking at their inventory. It's awfully empty, considering what they've done.
I mean,
So-
Jabu could... If you're really mean, you just put the strength in Jabu. Even though we have all of them. Put a
They
fourth
already
one in there.
have all 3 strengths, so it cannot be that. And that bow cannot go with the hero.
Where were the other 2?
There was one on DMT, that's the first one we got. The second one is on Phantom Ganon, which is bow locked. But yeah, the one in DMT is pretty much free.
You mean the one on the dongles?
There was no bow on the dongle. There was a bomb bag bow.
Well, where was it then on DMT? Like, what's on DMT?
Alright, there's a bow on DMT bomb bow chest.
Ah, there, okay. And the bomb bag on DC obviously unlocks it. Then... What would be?
Did he do boomerang check? He didn't do
I
boomerang.
mean, doesn't it has to be at this point then like hovers or?
It could be hovers. Hovers are technically, well, logically required for the long shot in Wasteland, and we know Spirit is long shot. So either the way of the hero in Jabu is the hammer or a bait, or something for lighter.
Well, oh, it's this item, huh?
And well, looks like it's the hammer. So we're technically in glow mode for Gyraxo, which is pretty nice. Yeah, where in the world is lighter? That's the $1 million question.
I mean, I wouldn't pay 1 million for that question.
Technically, it could be anywhere, and the worst things it could be, I guess, would be Shadow. Rocket would be a big oof as well.
There we go. I am so sorry, everyone. My internet is just horrible. Keeps dropping.
It's
That's
fine,
fine.
no problem. So you just missed the hammer on boomerang check.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Of course. That is glow mode.
yeah.
Wow, we could have
Yeah,
a
that is glow
really
mode for
quick
sure.
finish.
So let's everyone think what would be the worst position for the light arrows.
Sun Song Grave.
Oh yeah, Samsung Graveyard.
No. You get it hinted. You get hinted
That's
graveyard
our
and you know.
OT. Or,
the
not
thing is, you
Sun
know,
Song
but
Grave. I mean, the
You need
Re-Dead
to do
Grave.
80 for that.
Yeah, the Re-Dead Grave, not the Sun Song chest, I mean. But, wait, okay, no, never mind, because Spirit wasn't in Logic, and we're almost certain that our Logic for Spirit was actually just, like, Requiem. So our ZL Wath is almost certainly, like, our ZL Wath is almost certainly resolved just by
Just by
the
Requiem on Ice
Requiem and Ice Cavern.
So we have on the right hand a small key in spirit, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, then we're long shot locked, so technically hovers are also needed.
Yes.
Technically speaking. Now the real question comes up, obviously. What would people say if you find that Ganon is telling you that the light arrows are in market?
That would only be the lens game.
We've seen Big Pose, so it would have to be Lens.
It'd have to be lens game if it's market. So you could go for 1 on 32 or just go for.
Oh my gosh.
Considering how many rupees they have, I could still 1 on 32.
Big wallets.
Why wouldn't you do 1 in 32? Like, do you really want to score the world for the lens?
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
imagine that this grand
Absolutely
final
not. I would just do 1 on 42.
I would maybe do light trial and like the trials in Gens Castle to see if I find the lens there, but else no, not even in a million years.
Yeah, I could see that.
Imagine if this grand finals just comes down to chess minigame RNG. Because that lens could be deep. That lens could be anywhere.
The lens could be anywhere actually. And that's a nice boomerang trick for Gyraxo.
Yeah.
Getting a quick switch. And like as we mentioned, Devin is going to clear everything behind the bow before going for the Baker check.
Afterlife. Devin did not actually do outside Ganon's castle. He was unable to because he didn't have the.
He did the rock, but he didn't have the song.
Yeah. And he did not realize, which definitely hurts.
Which is actually dumb. You have to actually learn a song to get its power. You cannot just randomly pull out the notes.
Yeah, which is a bit weird because why does the fairy want to hear that melody?
Yeah, it's a little strange, everything that ZL is used for. Like, why does the waterfall want to hear that melody?
True. Play 6 notes, open a waterfall.
That is Din's. That's very likely also Waff.
That is
That's
this.
dangerous.
Oh, that
That's
could be with the
dangerous.
girl as well.
That's very likely also Waff.
Wow, so lights could be in shadow now.
Yeah. Hopefully they're within the first two checks. But we do know we now have, like, hovers are going to be in logic. Like, the seed logically wants you to have hovers. So...
The thing is,
And-
everything is in logic by now, so all of us could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Well,
Not in theory,
anywhere.
but-
Not anywhere.
Just not behind long shot.
Yeah.
That's not an awful lot of checks.
They can't be behind long shot, and obviously they can't be behind hovers either. So just the first two checks in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually... No, never mind. I was about to say I was a little surprised that, Gyraxo didn't check the, Earl Castle Ferry, but never mind. You have to go.
Oh, he's in glow, so...
And he's also in...
Also, he doesn't
That
have
was-
CL.
Those were the two things.
If there's one thing you're gonna do now is you defeat Volvagia and you get the light arrow in, and then you're Bori.
Yeah.
Yep. But you don't have Bolero, so it's a bit annoying. You
Yeah.
have to play main it.
This could be a fast seed from Gyraxo if he gets, Oh, where was that third bow? I think I missed that as well.
That bow was in Jabber. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, that was also when my internet cut out.
That was Compass.
Yeah, that's,
Jabber had 3
I mean,
items.
the DMT bow was unquestionably WoW. Because that
Oh yeah, that's right. Claim check needed the
check was on
needed the
one of
bow
those
as well.
bows.
Yeah, because you didn't have any keys to get up there.
Yeah,
You needed the bow. Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, did you? Oh yeah, you did.
No, it wasn't.
Because you couldn't
claim
get to
check.
Cordia.
I think claim check was on the.
Claim check was on the
you couldn't get
forest
to Cordia.
and it wasn't the Pro Master, but you needed the keys in Cordia.
Yeah, and you couldn't do it with Song of Time because Song of Time is locked behind that Rudo's letter, so locked behind that claim check. Yeah, so that DMT bow is unquestionably way of the hero. Obviously, so is that Rudo's. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's our final Watt that we haven't seen.
True. Yeah, we're still missing one way of the hero, but at this point, you're not gonna check.
Yeah, at this point, you don't really need it. I mean, Ganon will tell you most of what you need to know. Hopefully he'll just say your lights are in, I don't know, somewhere like reasonable, like, or Hyrule Castle or something.
It's gonna be Shadow.
Yeah, it's
Because
gonna,
Shadow strikes again.
it's gonna be in Shadow and it's gonna be Bongo.
It's gonna be Bongo just because.
Yeah. Glitches allowed? Not really. The only, like, real glitch we can do is ground jumps, just because they're so easy. But
True.
other than that, it's glitchless.
Nah, Flame Storage is also a glitch.
And flame storage,
Also,
yeah.
that's right, yeah. Okay, Devin is
Yeah.
gonna go for the big run check, so he's gonna get Rudo's better.
And you can
Finally.
also backflip through the spikes in,
Yeah, there's a
Shadow
couple of
Temple,
clips
which is
allowed, but
not-
that's it.
Yeah, which is not in the glitchless rule set.
I mean, only one-way collision.
Wait, did he never check the...
What is he doing?
I think he forgot what was in the book.
Oh, he's getting a fairy.
Oh, you mean Gyraxo, yeah. He never... Yeah, he
Oh, he's
never
getting-
actually bought the gun shooting, did he?
Yeah.
Wait,
He's
does he
getting a
already
fairy.
have the BK? Or
Yeah.
is he just getting one for...
He does not have the BK, he's just playing it extra safe.
Okay.
And Devin getting his Rudo's letter. So, Devin's, what would you
It's
say?
a bit of a
Maybe.
theater. Devin has almost last location, everything he could have last location this.
Yeah.
The first strength in the open Rudo, the bow in DMT, the freaking Rudo's letter on the big round check.
Yeah.
He
Some
has been really
see-
unlucky.
Yeah. Sometimes the seats are not in your favor at all.
No. Devin's definitely gotten pretty unlucky so far, and Gyraxo's been very thorough, and that's been paying off big time. Regardless, I'd say at this point, Devin is definitely hoping, or like he may not know it, but he needs these lights to be in the worst possible location. He needs these lights
Even
in shadow
then,
behind cover.
he's not having any advantage
Wait,
item-wise.
Yeah.
Even then, it's pretty dire for Devin.
Actually, no. You know what Devin's hoping for now? What Devin needs? He needs Ganon to say that the lights are in market, and he needs to get lucky first.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be a pretty funny thing to hide.
It would also suck.
Yeah.
It would also really suck.
It would also be terrible.
Because like, hey, I played very well and I lost because of RNG. Yay.
Yeah, because I would say Gyraxo is probably a good like 15 minutes ahead right now.
It comes to that, like Gyraxo losing because he didn't get the wallet.
Right? Yeah, he doesn't have the wallet.
How sucky would that be?
Yeah, it's not that terrible. What you would do, like, for people that don't know, if you ever force the chess minigame, you save as adult.
Yeah,
and
you can
then,
do that.
and then you just force it.
Yeah.
If you run out of money, you restart.
You can also put away OI and play Sun Song, but they can't do that because it's not in the rule set, and they don't have Sun Song.
True. Imagine doing AD just for that.
Yeah. It's also really hard.
So how far behind is Devin? It takes like
20
maybe
minutes.
10 minutes to complete Jabu.
It's like 10 minutes to beat Jabu, then he's gotta go. Yeah, he
has like a
at
15
least,
minutes late.
at least 15 minutes, maybe even 20.
I wouldn't say 20 because on execution, Devin knows more tricks than Gyraxo.
Mm-hmm.
His Jabu is usually pretty clean. I think if we're talking only execution, he's faster on Jabu than Gyraxo.
Yeah.
Well, still 20 minutes, and Gyraxo is right now working in Fire Temple.
Yeah,
Which-
and since
It's only progression.
we have a Fire Foolish, we know where the boss key's gonna be, all the way up top.
On the chest. No,
Yep.
it's gonna be on Scarecrow.
Oh no.
Wait, do they have Scarecrow setup? I think they do.
Devin definitely does. I don't think Gyraxo does.
Did Gyraxo do Adult Lake?
I don't
I
believe he ever
can't
did,
remember.
actually.
So he might not have Scarecrow.
Wait, he probably would have done Adult Lake before Bigoron, so
We have no
probably.
information. We have no information on Lap Dive, so Gyraxo probably didn't do Lap Dive. So therefore, never did
Gyraxo-
Lake Hylia.
Oh yeah, he didn't do that then.
He definitely did not do Lab Dive.
Okay, he might not have Scarecrow setup, but he has long shot, and I'm pretty sure he knows Pixel.
And if he doesn't, it is legal to Google it during your race.
Yeah.
True. But I mean, I think Gyraxo knows it. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of how fast you can do it.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a RNG and chest minigame and long pixel shot setup.
Imagine.
This is how Grand Finals
That's another pitfall.
Where was Hammer? Hammer was like right here, right? It's in
No, it
Jabu.
was Boomerang chest, I believe.
Boomerang chest.
Oh right, yeah, boomerang chest. Sorry, my internet dropped during that time, so I didn't even get to see it.
Yeah, if you don't know Pixel Shot, you can still set fire as well.
Right.
Wait, was that a two-nut Boomerang chest room?
Was it?
That's sick. If that was a two-nut, that is sick.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey there, Devin, get the bow that you couldn't get anyway.
Yeah. 2 nut. Wow. That's impressive. Very nice. And Gyraxo. Just hoping every time. Okay, Gyraxo does know Pixel Shot. Okay, that's great. So maybe he'll need to use it. Maybe he'll just get... Nope, no boss key here. It's gonna be as deep as it gets. That's the worst thing. Foolish Fire, you always... Whenever you have Foolish Fire, you just gotta full clear it. Never an early boss key.
Just because it's fire.
Yeah.
And we still don't know where the hovers are.
Yeah.
It looks like the hovers are locked behind fire, actually.
Oh, yeah, actually, we're very likely gonna have hovers locked behind fire.
Wait, could that even be... No, because Burning Kag is Bolero, so it doesn't unlock anything.
Yeah, no. Well,
But you
it
could
unlocks
be
cannons.
hovers locked.
It unlocks cannons.
Oh, right. It could be again. But you could very well be hovers locked
Actually,
as well.
it couldn't, because Spirit needed long shot and hovers
True.
are required for midline, so
True,
it
it
can't.
can be in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the logic in DC.
Yeah. It's actually really nice. Like, I always feel like the sometimes hints are like planned out perfectly for your seed sometimes. And
That's what we are sometimes. Sometimes paying off. That's what they are all about.
yeah. Dread's putting up a great graphic about that is how we are all feeling about this seed right now. Very confusing logic. Gyraxo figuring it out very well though. He stayed in logic just about like as much as possible. Not even
The only
going
thing he
into
did out of logic, the only thing he did out of logic was Spirit.
Yeah, and that's progression, so no reason not to.
Oops.
Freeing the
Goron.
Goron, good Samaritan.
What a mad lad.
I am not appreciating that.
And
Okay,
it
so
looks
he
like
doesn't have any keys though.
Pierre is gonna be required.
Not yet, we haven't seen the shortcut.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen that. Yeah.
There's Shortcut and Pierre left. If the BK is here, and the overcheck is not a key, we are all hovers locked.
Yeah.
Time to forfeit Gyraxo. Wow. And there's the boss key.
There's boss key, very nice.
Okay, so we might technically be hovers locked here.
Or not, depending on Pierre.
I mean, imagine if Pierre is the hovers.
It can't be, it's Baron.
Yeah.
Alright. Dang it!
It would be great though.
And Gyraxo about to do a nice little glitchless jump. This, yeah, you gotta back up a little more there, but if you back up all the way into the wall and do a frame perfect roll, then you can get to Volvagia without hovers. I guess he's doing it not even
Well
from the wall.
done. Yeah, it's really actually not that precise. And Devin is going for the crit skip. Unfortunately, he didn't get the roll frame one, so he missed the first try. He also missed that roll. Yeah, it's
Oh no.
it's a frame perfect both for the roll and for the door. So it's not that easy, but well, he got it first try. That's nice.
Yeah, not bad. I think that might still save time. Third try, probably not. I know it's
No, first try you don't. You have to do it first try if you want to save time.
Oh really? Not even second? It's good. I know it's
I think second try you only save like 1 second or something, so that's not a big time save.
Yeah.
But more than that is actually a time loss. Gyraxo, please don't die before the timer ends.
He has a fairy. He's fine.
Yeah, but if he dies before the timer ends, that's a Monka S.
Oh right, yeah. If he dies before the timer ends, then the timer doesn't get reset. Oh no.
He's fine though. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's just gonna spend his fairy here. He only needs to defeat Volvagia before the second time around. And unfortunately, Devin missed the second quick boomerang on Buriday, so
Yeah,
it's
that
gonna
was
have to
weird.
fight the annoying way.
Why was he crouch stabbing? I haven't seen that before.
Say 6, I don't know.
Yeah. He has 21 stacks.
Maybe just because, I mean,
No, because usually you just throw the boomerang for like all of first phase until you're in this one. So I'm a little. I wasn't watching honestly.
maybe when you fail the second boomerang throw or the quick barinade,
Gyraxo is in a very dire position.
yeah, burning goes into the ground and you can just slash it to kill the berries.
Ah.
That might be why. And unfortunately, yeah, Gyraxo missed the kill on Volvagia here.
Yeah, and there's our din.
He's gonna have to get another fairy, or did he just commit?
He scummed it. I believe. He
Yeah.
definitely, like, he had to save quit anyways to get out of fire, so I assume he just didn't save quit since then.
Okay,
Yeah, he still
yeah,
has
he
it.
does have it. Okay, that will let Devin catch up a little, but he's still a lot behind.
Yeah, he's still very behind.
Alright, what would save Devin here? Light arrows on Shadow. Light arrows on Shadow could spare him because he already did the well and Gyraxo did not. Unless
Yeah.
covers are behind Zia in the well. That would be a bonus for Devin again, but
I honestly don't know what could save Devin besides the lights being locked behind a lot of items and him finding it first.
that would only be in Shadow then because they have everything else.
Water.
Shadow is
I guess.
technically the only thing.
Water's all fine.
No, Gyraxo has everything to complete water.
Yeah, so it's just he needs these lights to be in shadow and not in the
Second
first
try,
and have
second
others
try,
be like,
much better for Gyraxo.
yeah.
He's gonna get the hint. And yeah, I don't think Devin has a chance unless it's in Shadow.
Yeah.
And he finds all cards.
I was very scared about Gyraxo there.
He has a fairy, luckily, but he did fail the first time.
No, that's not the reason why I was scared. It was nearly a soft lock.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the hit to Volvagia was very close. And there's a key on Volvagia.
Yeah, so
So we have
almost
it locked.
certainly we're gonna be hovers locked. Still possible
Probably.
that we're.
Well,
Wait.
at least you know hovers cannot be in Ganska, so that's it. The only thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you knew it anyway. At least from Gyraxo's side, you knew it.
We are very, very likely of a fair.
All right, we're gonna get the light sent very soon.
So I hope the bed is closed. Oh yeah, the bed is closed. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's light arrow location, and also Devin's got to get pretty lucky because he's just. We're not underestimating him. He's just gotten really unlucky so far with a lot of basically
Yeah.
lost locations, like 3 items.
We all know that. We all lost location items before.
Oh,
It
yeah.
feels awful.
Oh yeah.
Especially for Devin because he lost location more than one thing.
Yeah.
Brendo is sometimes very cool.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, and almost a nice rune from Devin. Still pretty fast.
So, let's see, what would be bad, like, in general? GTG. Oh, it's the
No,
total.
GGG.
GGG would be fine. It will only be toilet.
And we know where summertime.
Yeah.
So bad would be Shadow, Market.
Graveyard could be bad if it's in Sungrave.
Yeah, graveyard would be, in terms of how long we're gonna be here, the worst.
Sungrave is probably the worst because you would have to search for the not the lens but the hop.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that bad because you know it can't be like.
I mean,
Locked behind
you
a
know
lot
it
of things.
cannot be in Gaunt's Casa, but everything else is open.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you can't
technically
be
not
outside,
the
right?
thing behind hovers
Yellow
and
second game.
not shot, but or it could just be in Gaunt's Castle.
Yeah.
I mean the light arrow.
I don't think if I think about Gen's Castle, there is no chest Gyraxo couldn't get.
He can do everything.
That is correct, yeah. You can get
He has
everything.
fire arrow, so he can do the second shadow trial as well.
I mean, he does have long shot as well and Dins. That's also in logic with that.
Yep. That is why.
Do we have bomb shoots?
He does have bomb shoes. Wait, does he?
Should.
I know Devin has a lot of them, but I'm not sure about Jared. Or maybe he just knows bow extension.
Yeah. And remembering to set Feors.
No, he doesn't have any shoes. Whoa. Okay, do not press,
Gyraxo being
do not mash
very
A.
smart.
Do not mash A.
Yeah, Gyraxo being very, very smart. Never mash A when you put Feors. Just like press
I've
it,
done that
wait
so
a
many
couple
times.
seconds, and dispel it if that's what you want to do.
I still never understood why people mash A when you use Feroras, because like you expect a cutscene to happen, right? Not
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely done that before though, and it feels so bad.
Especially when you're in glow
All right,
and you're
we're getting the hint.
ready for the hint. Alright, what is gonna be?
Spirit.
Oh my
Oh
god!
no. Wait, so it's
Oh, that is so bad!
it's the boss key chest. It's the boss key chest or
No, it could
sunblock.
also be in Shard.
Oh, and child. Yeah, right.
Oh, this is no, in Gyraxo.
Oh right.
Oh, and he
Also
has
ju-
no fast way back there.
No, he doesn't have. He at this point, I think you get Requiem. I think
this
you get
point-
Requiem here.
Yeah, I'm getting Requiem. And he's going
No,
back.
he doesn't. He's just gambling it. Wow.
Dude, this might actually be another way that Devin could get back in this
Holy
race.
crap.
This is the one thing Devin needed right now, right
Wow.
here.
This is even better. We didn't even think about this. This is even better for him. If he just rushes ice,
You think so?
and you know what's amazing? There's a wallet. He can also do ice way faster.
Yeah.
The water doesn't mean anything. You can get the blue fire in water trial.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you have Ganon's castle. That's true.
I still
Yeah.
say like you should get yourself to Blue Fire and you can rush Requiem really
Yeah.
fast actually.
That's
So
what I
would that even save him? Because you're gonna cross the desert a second time. That's what? 2 minutes? You're gonna
Guys-
get everything behind Ziel.
I mean, you still need to climb all the way up to there, then do the room, then realize you were wrong, and then warp to Nocturne.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're Devin and you do ice to get Requiem, you're gonna do the other things as well. And Devin did not do anything fire so far.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like Devin has the light arrow hint the moment we see ice entering.
Yeah, just about, yeah. So, that's probably tough. Because we know
They're pretty tough for them.
for Devin to have a chance, it would have to be. I mean, Gyraxo could make a mistake or something, but it
We'll
would.
void out in the desert.
Yeah, he might have some issues with crossing the wasteland. He did it pretty seamlessly the first time, but I mean, if he has some issues,
I don't see him missing it. He uses visual cues, and it looks like he's very comfortable doing that. He has the long shot, so he doesn't even have to cross the quicksand like naked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I'm
only
not
way.
saying like
go
I'm not
ahead.
saying any. I'm not saying anything against that, but we also have to like consider the nerfs right now as well, right?
Yeah, that is true. That is absolutely true. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a big gamble from him. The only time he chooses not to play safe. Oh, by the way, he did skip a lot of stuff in Spirit because he knew he was out of.
Yeah, he's kind
He
of
didn't do. Yeah, he didn't do the sunblock room or the silver gauntlet chest, did he?
No, he didn't even do the mirror shield chest actually.
Oh, he didn't even do mirror shield chest.
I don't believe
Okay, so he has
did.
a lot of stuff.
Or maybe that was just Devin. I know at least one of them didn't do the mirror shield.
No, Devin did the mirror shield chest.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that
Devin
was
did everything
Gyraxo.
he could. Yeah, Gyraxo
So-
has skipped a lot of stuff as well.
That's actually very helpful for Devin right now.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
So what we need for Devin to win this is probably he just rushes straight
It
ice
has
and
to
then
be
straight
child.
child.
Yeah, it has to be child for them.
Yeah.
Has to be
Has to be
child and he
child.
rushed
He has to
twice.
make the right gambles.
The last item, you shouldn't last location, hopefully.
So, what the hell are Hoffman for? Now I'm curious.
Yeah. Where could they be?
Well, it could technically be in ice, in the well.
They're
I guess.
probably lullaby locked. They're probably lullaby locked.
Yeah. You know where they could be that we were talking about as like one of the worst locations for an item to be? Is the desert ferry.
Alright.
Can't.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. It
Well,
can't.
actually,
Well,
yes,
yeah,
we have
yeah,
Requiem
you
Axes.
can
We
get
have
ice.
Requiem Axes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
we
get
have
ice.
Requiem. It could be there.
Ugh.
Could
But,
also
I mean,
be in
they
shadow.
don't need hovers.
Duh. It could be in shadow.
It
It
could
could
also
be right.
Oh.
It's in Child Spirit, right next to the light arrows.
Oh my god, imagine if it's there. Was that the key?
So ZL is not Woth just to get to light arrows. ZL is also going to be Woth for spirit access to get or like access to Ice Cavern to get your Requiem to beat spirit. But
It actually
in
depends.
terms
If the
of what
keys, if there's no key in Child Spirit and light arrows are not in Child, Requiem was not even needed. Is it?
it was needed to get there.
Yeah,
Get there, yeah.
we have no logical access over here.
Yeah.
Unless we
So-
find the lens and the hover boot.
So here are two checks. That are lullaby locked.
Okay, that's not the right hand. There's still the left, the thing
The left.
just above here. There's sunblock room. And there's BK chest before we know it's on Child side.
Both of them have not picked up the key on
Up and they're there.
Yeah, the light arrows.
on
So,
that set.
Let's go
yeah,
with
that-
Gyraxo.
This is going to Gyraxo.
And that's the sad GG.
Yeah.
We all wish it would be closer. We all wish there would be the one and only turn for Devon after such a horrible seed. But
Yeah.
Rando is cruel, and I mean it's not over yet. But I also don't want to jinx our Gyraxo here.
Yeah. Devin playing for the fans though, and equipping ice arrows on Volvagia. So it's not a complete loss because did at least do that. But yeah, this is definitely looking like Gyraxo, and this is a very quick finish. It'll be around a 250, maybe even sub. So very good finish from Gyraxo. Looks like being thorough and sticking in logic is what's gonna prevail in the end. And obviously also playing very well. Like both of these players have had really great execution so far today. Let's see if he can get the one cycle on Dorf. Nice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice.
Oh, that's a
Perfect job.
really nice one cycle.
Very clean.
I mean, it will be sub 3 hours for such a seed, which is not bad.
Yeah. Not at all for like a seed that had you go back and forth and back and forth. It was just you had to go to like DMC and fire like 5 times. Fight fire full.
What's funny is that Gyraxo was mostly in logic for the whole seed, and the only time he went out of logic,
He missed his
well,
light
that was for
arrow.
Spirit, and that was for Light Arrows.
The only time he went out of logic, he missed his light arrows. I mean, it totally fine to do that, because otherwise he would probably have been go moding it and skipped it anyways.
To be fair, staying in logic for that Spirit here could have been really, really slow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I see this correctly, I'm on here for 1 hour now. Which in this regard, I'm gonna let the space up for our wonderful runners in a second. And our wonderful commentators. I will drop out.
Shout out today. I just realized that. It's exclamation point T for the trackers, right?
I actually
Yep.
have no idea how it works.
So yeah, please follow our trackers today. They've been doing a wonderful job. We are so sorry for not shouting you guys out earlier. Our runners too. Evan and Gyraxo, both amazing players. Both played really great today. And our commentators, myself and Ryu. And it looks like this is the dot done from Gyraxo, just as Devin's getting his light arrows in. So that will feel bad. He probably won't even get to. He won't get to it before Gyraxo finishes.
I mean,
But-
he might just finish just for the sake of finishing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big GG Gyraxo, champion for Group S.
Yeah. Congrats, Gyraxo.
Pretty solid. Yeah, pretty solid play overall speed.
Yeah. Played
There we go,
very, very
sub
well.
250.
Sub 250. Very fast. And Devin looks like he might at least be going to get the light arrows in. I think he might see them in there and just go like, do I really want to do that? Nobody wants to do ice or cross the wasteland.
That Spirit Temple, by the way, was pretty trolly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so weird that they could do it just like without fire, without ZL or anything, and yet it wasn't in logic to do that. Because that adult key was in was ZL locked, so
It
it
was
was
one of the GL.
very absolutely not like you were supposed to do it without ZL.
True. But yeah, I mean, Spirit Logic, it's wacky. It's why we love it.
Yeah.
And it's also why we hate it.
And I wonder if we'll get a finish from Devin after seeing that hit.
I mean, might as well. The thing is, do you rush ice on?
Nope.
Oh, they can
He's
just-
not doing it.
Oh,
Oh, he is.
is he not? This is 6% bullshit. Only 6%? I say the bot is bullshit.
Hello.
Hey, Gyraxo.
Hey, Gyraxo,
Congrats on
GG.
winning.
Wow, thank you.
Congrats. You played super well. You did what made the difference is you were a little more thorough and just stayed in logic. Devin he tried pushing a little out of logic and he got unlucky so he was actually in DC with 2 chews left and he decided not to get that bomb bag because obviously he couldn't have known it was there. He didn't even know DC was way of the hero at that point, so he also missed out on his bow. So those were probably like the 2 biggest difference makers, but I mean, you played super well. So it was really, it's all speculation.
I think my routing was quite good, like skipping Ice Cavern and stuff. And...
Yeah, skipping Ice Cavern played out really well. We were thinking what could be like the worst possible lights location, and we were pretty set on like Graveyard. We were also thinking maybe Market because that would mean chest minigame, and we were wondering if you guys would even look for the lens.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hadn't even considered Spirit, and Spirit sucks because you gotta either cross the wasteland or go do Ice, and you don't know where they're gonna be. You had to skip so many checks in Spirit.
I could have done the forward wind trick where you watch the collapse.
Right, yeah.
You can keep one.
Where you double your save file.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did have Feors and Spirit.
I guess you could have done that. It would have been a safe play, but at this point, what was the probability that neither was what there?
Yeah, that was my thinking as well. It could be in shadow or anything.
Yeah, and honestly, like, we uncoms, the thought of them being in Spirit literally never even crossed our minds. So.
Yeah, we really thought it was gonna be shadow because of that Danes and Jab.
Yeah.
So I just got confirmation from the site. Devin is going to finish the seed.
Yeah, looks like he's going to, and luckily he is making the right decision to.
It's unfortunate that he never got the long shot.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to cross the quicksand naked away. Is he gonna go for the reverse camera again? If he is.
Yeah, he likes the swag strats.
I have no idea how to do that. It's really impressive that he can pull it out.
Yep.
That consistently.
Yeah.
That was just a swag boy.
It's like it's a little flick on the joystick and like pressing Z, spamming Z a bunch of times.
That's cool.
It's pretty difficult. I think it's a 1 frame, but it's pretty difficult.
Pretty sure it's a frame profile. So.
Yeah.
But Gyraxo, what did you think of the scene? Like, what was your thought when you finished Spirit and you knew you were out of logic? What was crossing your mind?
I think I was feeling like Devin would have done Ice Cavern, so I was really happy that I finished Spirit without it. But even before CL, but now I see that he didn't even do it either. So.
Yeah, so nobody was able to do Ice because ZL and Hovers were both so deep, so there was just no way to get in there.
That was the location for.
Yeah, that location.
Yeah. I think also the 200 rupees Deku shield in Midas house, making you almost always go early Deku.
Yeah.
And then just giving the strength 1. I felt bad about that.
By the way, we haven't mentioned it yet, but how does it feel, Gyraxo, to be the Group S champion now, since that was the second match, right?
Yeah, it was. It feels really good.
You sound exhausted, though.
Ganon. Yeah. I was on Ganon, I was like, if I lose now, I'll feel so terrible. But when I had the final slash, I felt really great.
No, we all know how that feels. Even if you could be 30 minutes ahead, you could be 5 seconds behind. You just have no clue.
Exactly.
We did want to ask, we do have a couple questions. One of them was in Zora River. What was the thought on not getting that wallet? I was a little confused on that.
I was adult and I didn't have hovers or anything to kill Octorok.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
They
so
just didn't want to do the jump.
yeah, the jump is a little difficult, especially if you can't kill the Octorok. And thought that you had no reason to, or you had no way to kill the Octorok, so that does make sense.
I think I did it once in a race without killing the Octorok, but it's super finicky.
Yeah, and it's all just for a wallet. We were honestly thinking that, because we had 2 wallets and a bottle pretty early, so it could be something like KZ, but obviously ZL
No,
was
ZL.
pretty late.
Yeah.
And ZL was, as soon as we knew that ZL had to be on Prelude, obviously you need Bruto's letter to get Prelude in this scene, so
Yeah.
lowered the chances. But yeah, that the Bruto's letter location was just like you have to walk back on foot all the way to Big Oron for 1 check.
Yeah.
I mean, that was possibly the worst location for Rudo's ladder to be.
Yeah, honestly.
It was one of my last checks in Logic. I only had Adult Lake left, I think.
Yeah, I think you had just what we tracked on our side were that the only checks left in Logic were at the point that you got it, the only check left was that and diving in the lab. Because Devin had done the other 2 checks in Adult Lake, but not yet done diving in the lab. So it was like a 50-50 on that.
So I was Slingshot. I finished out of Logic.
The section was in bottom of the well.
Right,
Yeah,
Devin went
Devin
in.
did it. Yeah. Well, since he never had a bow when he did Spirit, well, it was understandable that he chose to go for a dip in bottom of the well, thinking he was actually.
Yeah. Right, Spirit was also completable without a bow.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it was crazy. You could complete Spirit without Requiem, Bow, or ZL.
But our finals last week was also as the others. Spirit Temple.
Yeah.
Today again.
Yep,
This
this
one
is how
technically
random
was
works.
not. The Logic obviously wanted you to have ZL, but you could do it without it, so.
Yeah.
And Devin's just getting his lights right now.
He's gonna finish in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That will make a 10-minute difference. Is that 10 minutes or a bit more?
So,
It's 10 minutes now.
15
so
minutes,
15.
yeah, that's the 15 minutes he lost doing out of logic stuff and missing his bow. So that makes sense.
that's about what we expected it to be when he was in Jabu and you were in Fire.
Yeah.
About 15. Or wait, no, he was in... Yeah. He was in Jabu while you were in Fire.
I was really hoping that Jabba was not for a slingshot, and then I would have to look all over for the hammer.
There's a lot of potential baits that it could be.
Yeah, we kind of
Obviously-
looked for everything that could be possible. It could have been the hover boots for a long shot as well.
Yeah.
It could have been anything really.
Could have been hovers for long shot and Volvagia. Could have been slingshot. Could have been just Dins. And obviously also could have been the hammer. I think that was everything.
Thankfully it was.
It could also be a lens.
Technically, when you were in Jabu, the lens was no more required.
Except maybe for lights, yeah.
Yeah, maybe for that. But
And Devin
That's a
also getting the 1 cycle on
nice
Gen.
1 cycle.
Very, very nice.
with the masters with no lens.
I was too far away for the first 2 slashes, so that was...
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
had to
good.
adjust your position, but you did it pretty early, so you had no trouble whatsoever.
Yeah.
Which was pretty nice. Because otherwise, I think you would have missed the one.
I think so, yeah. the first 3 are guaranteed, and after that it's 1 or 2 frames.
Yeah. 2 frames.
Well, 2 frames if you're close to him, and 1 frame if you're far away.
Yeah.
Devin gonna go for the bacon.
And Devin also gonna get quite a solid time. Just about like a 304 or he'll get like a high 30 or he'll get a 303, something like that.
Yeah, probably a 303.
It's a very good time.
It's funny because I don't think we've seen a lot of races with a tracker that end,
Yeah.
especially song-wise.
Right, yeah, no Requiem, Bolero, Song of Time, or Sun.
Yeah.
Everything was behind here.
That's kind of funny that we got 4 individual song hints in addition to the Ocarina of Time hint.
The sometimes were something.
Yeah.
And
The sometimes was so bad, but in the end, it let you know where Zia was.
Yeah, it kind of helped.
yeah. Although the Temple of Time walk also did a pretty good job at that. We also never got a final walk between the 2 of you. We assume that it's probably just gonna be, yeah, probably just gonna be Death Mountain Trail.
I wasn't sure if I thought
For Devin.
GG 30330.
I wasn't sure if I thought 2 or 3 did on this Kevin was.
So in the end, was Magic in DC Way of the Hero?
Yeah.
Mm,
The other
And
one was,
GG, there's
Yeah.
also Devin.
mm,
the other one
And
was
GG, there's...
it was not, I don't believe.
Bear with me for a second. This off-season settings to it, let's not... There we go. Devin, can you hear us? You're muted at the moment.
Oh, I was talking the entire time.
Oh
GG,
boy.
You earned it, man. Congrats. So there was 3 points in the seed where I assumed you were ahead. The first one was like, I assume you did 3, like you did Open Grotto first.
I didn't.
You didn't. Okay. When I found that strength there, I was like, I know that Gyraxo likes to do Open Grotto first, so that might have been an issue. The second point was when I returned to the Dongus Cavern. I was in there with Choose before, and it was like one. Like I wasn't sure if I wanted to waste my Choose, but like if I checked one more check, I would have gotten the bomb bag, but I bailed.
Yeah.
That cost me a lot of time. And then the third point was, I was sure I was going to lose at the point because I was like, I walked past the wall on Death Mountain Trail which had the bow, but I didn't want to use any of my 2 remaining Choose. So like, yeah, that's like, there's no way I could have come back from that.
Yeah,
But like, I'm curious though. How did you manage to pick up the light arrows that fast?
The same way you did, I think. I just went back on foot from Lake Hylia. I did also Clear Spirit without CL and without Requiem.
Yeah, I went there like super early.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Devin, you lost like a good amount of time just from no bomb bag and no bow. Those are like the main things.
Yeah, I thought so.
That just about explains almost the entire time difference right there.
Yeah.
Which feels bad because like you had to go back to GTG and get the bow checks then.
Yeah, the backtrack was what killed you basically, because you had to 2-dip DC, you 2-dipped GTG, What did you do as well? Forest as well. You had to come back every time,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that delayed
like-
your Rudos letter.
Yeah, the worst thing was like me not doing that one more check in DCE, which would have gotten me the bomb bag.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
that
On
just bails you
comms,
out.
we were pretty sure you were gonna be tilted, but
Yeah.
in the end, you finished the scene.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't
actually-
have
actually
the Way of
felt
the Hero
like
then, right?
I had 4 Way of the Heroes, which were like I found 2 copies each. But like, what was the last one?
Never seen it.
No
We
idea.
don't know. We
Yeah,
Yeah, we're thinking it might be DMT actually, because of the bow and Rudos letter. We're not sure about that.
Yeah, we speculate it's probably DMT, but we only saw 4 watts on stream. We saw every other hint in the game though, but just 4 watts.
Yeah, that's not the only thing we're missing. That last way of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know where those hovers are.
Yeah, because they should have been in Logic, right? Like they were required for Vavagia, right?
They were required for
Oh
Spirit.
yeah, that's
too.
one thing you missed as well, Devin. There was the long shot on Wasteland check.
Yeah, the first time I passed, it didn't have the bow.
Yeah, you didn't have the thing to do it, and so you never actually did it. But that
Yeah.
long shot was actually required logically for Spirit.
But like, yeah, that means that we are hard required. No, do we really need the hovers though?
Yeah,
Yes, because you
logically,
cannot
yes.
cross the quicksand.
We need to cross the wasteland. True.
Yeah, because Spirit was long shot locked and the long shot was hovers locked.
And the Elmos hovers locked, so there was no way to get Requiem. Also, we would need the lens too, right? Where was the lens?
We
No
never
idea.
found the lens.
You don't need the lens to get long shot.
I mean, there was so many stuff that we are missing, and we actually have no idea what they.
No, Devin, you don't need the lens to get the Haunted Wasteland check. Just to cross the
True,
wasteland.
but like from there, you like still need to continue, right?
you
Well,
didn't
once you
actually
have
need
DL,
to
you
cross.
But
you have Requiem and Ice Cavern.
yeah.
I mean, who needs lens logic anyway?
I can't wrap my head around it right now.
You can get
Yeah,
Rudos
logic
after
was-
4th temple.
Logic was confusing. That is a certainty.
Yeah. Also, like needing to backtrack to Creator like 3 times without
Yup,
Bolero. That was awful. Bolero was on Burning Keg, right?
it had to be.
For the terms of logic was confusing, Devin. I actually popped the back in logic meme when we were nowhere close to being back in logic.
I think was I ever in Logic really? I have no idea.
I don't think so.
As soon as you found the strength, the bomb bag, and the bow, there
The
were a lot of stuff
slingshot.
that made you back in logic. But also the slingshot. Nice slingshot, by the way.
Yeah, the slingshot was
The
dumb.
spirit we never were in logic.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, who cares? Just finish up that place, right?
Yeah, it's progression.
Is there any more you want to discuss?
I wanna, Devin, I'm just wondering, you passed up on diving in the lab when you just had iron boots and a hook, and I was a little confused on that. Because it's a check and a fast skull. Did you just like forget about it, or did you not want to do it?
Didn't I do it as a child beforehand?
Was in logic.
No, you did
With the
that
ghost game?
afterwards, actually. Yeah. But
Yeah, it was-
you didn't have the ghost cat at the time.
Like,
That's why we
I had the bigger goal in mind to reach GTG at that point, so I might have just have forgotten.
Okay, that's what we were thinking.
Yeah, that's what we speculated.
I mean, there wasn't anything there, so who cares?
But if it had been the Rudo's letter, that would have been really unfortunate.
Yeah, that letter location was ass, seriously. And the light arrows location, the light arrows too. Like you were required to do all the shit, then to go back again. Like that was so dumb.
Yeah. I mean, when you were both looking for Rudo's letter at the same time
Yeah.
at some point, and from both of you, we knew that the Rudo's letter could, at least the progression could only have been either on lab dive or bigger on check, and both of them were off.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even mad. I think I think I played this pretty nice. Like my execution felt way better than last game overall, and like my mindset was way better because I was actually enjoying the seed rather than just like wanting to win. So like I think I got a little bit more out of this game than the other one.
Definitely showed in how you played. Your tricks were on point. Your setups were pretty nice as well.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like it's kind of unfortunate that you just missed the things.
Yeah, just miss
Did you
one
have-
check with the choose. Like I'm always way too careful with choose. I need to play them more aggressively. I think that's the main takeaway from this game.
So
I
why
was
did you
even
find
proud.
two so early?
I safe scumped the fucking magic in DC because I wanted to keep the choose. Just
So
one
where
more
did you
check.
find
Dude.
two so early?
Yeah.
I found a 10 pack. Where was it? Oh my god, where was that? Like I had that
I
super
forgot
early.
as well.
I found my
I-
choose after strength, but
I think I found the choose during 3 song somewhere. Well, or did I?
Wasn't it in Zora's Domain? I think that
Oh
was in
yeah,
Zora's-
it was
yeah.
on the diving game, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
well,
you didn't have that Gyraxo
Nah, I skipped that
because
for
you got
later.
that afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you got strength before me, you were probably fine.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? Having DC with the hero hint in the grotto where you get the strength.
DC, yeah, DC was fucking loaded, by the way. Like 4 items. Are you joking? Like fire arrows?
Yeah.
On the comms, we're actually joking about having you found like magic and bomb bags, and then we find the fire arrows, and we're like, all right, imagine if it's actually something on King Dodongo, and here's the fucking shot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
4 items in fucking DC, dude.
First I was so dry for the strength, and then I found like 6 items in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like the seed itself wasn't really bad. Like, okay, going back to Spirit sucked and going back to Big Run sucked. But like, other than
Yeah,
that,
but
it was fine.
that was it. But still, that bigger on check was last location material, and we knew
Yeah.
it from the get-go when you guys found the claim check.
Yeah, you talked
And
about
then
it
claim
quite
check
early.
Wasn't the claim check in Forest?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
It
in
was.
Forest. That's why the claim check was awful, because both of you already did DMC and DMT,
Yeah.
and the claim check was isolated.
Yeah. I mean, technically, there was still the other check, which we couldn't do without ZL.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know that Zio is behind
Yeah.
the rules letter anyway, so
Yeah, like this was almost a
crazy.
ZL-less seed, actually. Like, you could do
Yep.
everything except for the light arrows. They were hard locked.
yep.
That's insane. I also
Yeah.
considered dipping water at some point, but then that was like after I cashed in the claim check, I was going to go to water.
Water
Then-
was super out of logic because Iron Boots are on Goma.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
didn't
we
have
found
the
we found
slingshot
the
part.
slingshot later though. I can't remember where
I
it was.
did.
though.
In
it was
well.
in the bottom of the well, which was out of logic.
Yeah, which also was
Why-
out of
what
logic.
the fuck is going on in this thing?
And additionally, you would have probably had to go into water without ZL, and we already had two of our sometimes hinted items in
yeah, so-
water. So there were only 2 checks anyways, and you don't
Yeah.
have ZL. We were talking about it. Dipping water would just be like, I don't know. We thought it was crazy.
I think well wasn't that smart either. Like, I knew that I didn't have a key. Like I had 1 key, so I was figuring that you need ZL to like do the 2 other checks, and I think one of those had the slingshot actually, right?
I'm pretty sure it was in the first thing, the first invisible one off to the left when you walk in.
Yeah.
I mean, well was actually completely out of logic because like you were not supposed to cross the desert. Like I think I really want to
Yeah.
find out where those hovers are. I might
Um,
just search for it.
they're probably in ice or on literally any ZL check.
Vanilla.
Vanilla, yeah.
Also possible.
I think the
Like,
first
this is
place you should
actually
check maybe is either ice or the Hyrule Castle ferry, because maybe Hyrule Castle's walk for that
Yeah.
too.
Hey, Dense Fire was in Jabu, right? And Jabu was Wave the Hero, so maybe it was for that.
It could have been hovers on the 2 first checks in Shadow.
Yeah, like French vanilla, extreme French vanilla.
Okay,
Or just
guys.
vanilla.
So, if you don't mind, I would wrap this up here.
All right.
Or else we'll end in an endless discussion about the logic of the seed that can't be figured out by us without replaying and rewatching. So,
I still have one question,
go ahead.
if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
For both of you, actually. Since your journey in the Scrubs season 2 is over, would you consider joining season 3?
You go first.
I honestly think that if I do the qualifications again, I might end up too high to qualify for Scripps.
Ooh, shots fired.
Big words. Okay.
I'm actually thinking the same. Like,
Okay, guys, join the baby Dodongos.
yeah.
I'm waiting for you.
I started playing the qualifications midway through, and it was like one of my first seeds, so I was very new at that point. And through these months, I learned so much more than in those 2 weeks at the beginning. But maybe I'll be high in the highest group. I don't know.
So my thought on the next season. Now that the current season is over, I actually want to take a break from playing any game, so I can don't get distracted while recovering. Maybe I don't know when season 3 will come around, but I might still be on break then. I don't know.
You know that you're lying to yourself. You will play Pokemon or so.
I mean, I can play that one-handed. You can just play that with one Joy-Con.
Okay, just take care of yourself. So, while we were talking about baby Dodongos, this is the perfect segue. Thank you. The next match is not that. It's this. Tomorrow we have a baby Dodongos match. Still decided if this will be restreamed. Just keep an eye out for it. But it starts on 7 p.m. UTC, 2 p.m. Eastern. That's Rock Chalk versus... I not going to butcher that name and try to pronounce it. And on Monday, we got another finals match. First final for Group C. Maverick versus Lefty. This gonna be so good. And one thing I think we haven't done is do a bit of shout-outs to our lovely commentators. Shout out yourself. No, I will do it. Ryukane and Kevin, guiding you through the whole seed. To our lovely trackers working in the background that are Tenacious Toad and Diggers. And obviously to our runners. And GG's to you again, DareDevinX, for a wonderful pace through the winner brackets, and Gyraxo for an incredible comeback, earning themselves bragging rights, at least till the last season. And like I said in the beginning of the stream, we sadly don't provide winner crowns. You can acquire them at your local fast food restaurant or maybe crown vendor. If you find one, just take a Sharpie and write Group S winner also on it. I think you figure it out, but hey, bragging rights. And on that bombshell, I wish everyone a good evening, good whatever your time zone is. If you're Australian, you should probably go to bed. But on that, a wonderful night, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
GG's,
GG's,
bye.
everybody.